Hi guys, it's Nunu, and I am here in the Week 10 discussion essay assignment, Understanding How Hitler Rose to Power. It's 1,000 words or 4 pages, 120 points. This little date I have up here, you may know its significance already, October 27th, 2018. This is a link to the recent massacre at the synagogue in Pittsburgh, okay? And so the irony of a Holocaust survivor cheated death at Pittsburgh Synagogue massacre by 4 minutes. Years ago, he escaped from or survived the Holocaust, and yet he's still dealing with that today. It's very sad, the anti-Semitism in the world. Okay, let me go back to our assignment. So that's what that date is for. This assignment, in which we try to understand how Hitler rose to power, you have this image here that's very iconic of a man and his dog, and it comes from a very iconic image of a boy or a man and his dog. This is a sacred image in American society and also all over the world. We have Snoopy, a boy and his dog. Here's another image of a boy and his dog. All of this is very famous. And so one questions the editors of Time magazine at this time, why on earth would they depict Hitler in this way, this iconic image as a boy and his dog, even though he's a man here. You get the gist, a boy and his dog. And the cover was published on March 13th, 1933. So was Time responsible with this image? What was going on in 1933? Well, Dachau, the first concentration camp, was opened. Its fires were roaring. You have all these photos here, all these images that I have for you of Dachau. And it was terrifying what was going on in 1933. And in the cover story, which is here for you, Germany National Revolution, inside this cover, it doesn't matter what was said inside this story if people see this image of the boy and his dog. And it brings to mind all these beautiful images of the innocent boy and his dog. Why on earth was Hitler depicted that way? What failure on the part of Time, the critical thinking process, caused them to put this cover out in 1933? Okay. So deductive reasoning, not fact-checked by inductive reasoning. What kind of syllogism would people come up with just looking at this cover? Maybe this. Major premise. People who love their pets are usually good people. Minor premise. Adolf Hitler seems to love his dog. Conclusion, Adolf Hitler is probably a good person. That would be deductive reasoning, not fact-checked by inductive reasoning. People would need to explore if this is true. They would need to check it out by looking at the facts. And of course, we know Adolf Hitler was quickly becoming responsible for this. All these photos of the bodies, this child here, it's just devastating. It's almost hard to comprehend that these are human beings like you and me that we're looking at here. Okay, so let's go into the actual assignment here. You need to post by Friday and evaluate 2 peers' work by Sunday. So Sunday is the deadline for this assignment. This assignment has 2 parts, part 1 and part 2. So part 1 is the essay. You need to read this information very, very carefully. Part 2 is the peer evaluation directions, and I have an example peer evaluation here. Okay, so if you have any questions or concerns, you can reach me in inbox. I also keep my office hours, which I have changed to a later time during Mondays and Wednesdays, from 11:45 till 2:15 in General Classroom Building 210D, as in, let me say, Divine, that you can reach me there. So if you have any questions, go ahead, and I'm available to you here. And think about deductive reasoning, not fact-checked by inductive reasoning, how the two work together to find out if the major premise is faulty here. All right. Have a great time writing. and I'm available here if you need to talk to me.